Let's have some fun with Microsound techniques. We'll use a few classic techniques to create Microsound events and record each into the Morphagene for granular sculpting and iterations. The time constraints of this video mean we will only be scratching the very surface of possibilities. See the book Microsound by Curtis Rhodes for much more detail on the history and implementation of these techniques. Pulsar synthesis is based on the creation of short amplitude envelopes on simple waveforms like sine. Let's use a very fast logarithmic maths function triggered by gates from the other maths channel. We'll patch the maths to the level input on the QPAS. Now we can use the wogglebug to modulate the pulsar speed in and out of audio rate. I also like to use the channel 1 function to change the shape of the pulsar envelope on channel 4 via the both input. Let's also modulate the pitch of the oscillator and frequencies of these high-pass filters via radiate controls. Let's record this into the Morphagene as well. Glisson Synthesis is the creation of many small sound events with glissando applied, in other words, a movement up or down in frequency. We can create glissons by using maths to create an upward motion. We'll use the EOC gate to clock the wogglebug. The wogglebug will change the duration of the glissons and we will also sum its output with a negative offset using the maths sum and patch it to the Moddumix to randomize the depth and polarity of the maths function before using it to control the pitch. In this way, it will be variable in length and will also cause the oscillator to go up or down in pitch to a random degree. Let's also modulate radiate for some stereo motion. Let's record some iteration of that into the Morphagene. Trainlet synthesis is created using short bursts of impulse streams. We'll use a DPO wave in LFO mode, amplitude controlled by a cycling maths channel, and a new impulse frequency with each new amplitude event. Let's record it. Let's also do some sound-on-sound recording to add more layers. I'd recommend doing layering like this with any or all of these techniques, or even layering them on each other. We don't have time for that in this video, but the possibilities are many. can also be fun to add space around these events via the verb. Here's a trainlet with a little reverb on it. Let's record it. So we recorded several instances of these different microsound techniques. I've also recorded a couple more of each with splices made by each of these synthesis types. Modulation of radiate controls on QPAS has given the splices some stereo motion throughout their duration, which is particularly evident when sliding through them arbitrarily. Let's sequence some parameters. If we create any modulation whose sound we like, we can of course record the result into a new splice. I have uploaded a version of this reel to Freesound for anyone to listen to or use as they see fit. See the video description for a link. These classic microsound techniques work very well in conjunction with the Morphagene to create a wealth of sounds and textures.